In a world soaked with water, getting drenched isn't a choice. It's Thailand!
Welcome to Thailand สู่ดินแดนสุขีหลายเชื้อหลายชาติและดินแดนเสรีไม่ว่ามีหรือไม่มีเรามาเที่ยวกันได้อะไรก็ได้อะไรก็ได้นี่แหละเมืองไทยไทยเรามาอยู่เมืองไทยหลายปีหลายปีผมรักเมืองไทยเรามาอยู่เมืองไทยแล้วก็ตั้งนานหลายปีผมรักเมืองไทยเรามาอยู่เมืองไทยหลายปีหลายปีผมรักเมืองไทยเรามาอยู่เมืองไทยแล้วก็ตั้งนานหลายปี
Hey guys, welcome from Thailand. So I decided to come to Thailand to celebrate Songkran at the last minute. I always wanted to come, so I arrived 2 days before the celebration. So I've spent my afternoon chilling in Bangkok, and in the evening I went near my hotel. I was staying near Nana, and I had some dinner with a beer. I chilled there, and after that, I went to the famous Nana Plaza. It was near my hotel, so I just stand like at a new spot in front of it called Nana Burger and grab a beer there, and I look at the chaos and everything. Yeah, it was pretty fun. But I decided to go to bed early. So next day I woke up early and I spent the whole day at the pool. I got some food from Grab Eats, got like the Uber Eats from Thailand. And in the evening I decided to go get some street food. So yeah, I find a really cool spot. I don't remember which store exactly is it. If you know, let me know in the comment. But yeah, I got some spicy noodle and by myself on a cool spot with my own palm tree and yeah, I had a great time, but that night too I was a bit tired, so I decided to call it a day and go to bed. That morning with yummy citrus and a coffee, I chilled at the pool again. I mean, how would you not? It's so nice over here. It was the day before Songkran started, so here at the bar near Nana Plaza, they were getting ready. Everyone was wearing their Hawaiian shirt and they got those big drums full of water to splash people with. Woo! Yeah, many shops and businesses set up like a Buddha in front of the store where you can put water from it, like to watch the spirit, like what sunrise is about. But that day, yeah, I moved out to another hotel, but more in the outskirts of the city. But it was great. I had a big pool. I spent again the whole afternoon there, relaxed. And after that, I met one of my friends and we went to a night market nearby. It was pretty good. It's called Indie Market Pink Lao. And as you can see here, everyone was on the pre-Songkran mode. Like they were already with all that like white clay in their face. They were playing water. And I just sat here. I got some like fried chicken with curry and egg. I ate that and I catch the train to go back to my hotel. But if you can visit that market, the Indie Market Pink Cloud, it's pretty good. I really recommend it. Well, on my way to my hotel, like on the train, you could see people were already getting ready to celebrate Songkran. They all dress up with those plastic pouch to protect their phones. And I stopped quickly at Terminal 21 to grab something to eat. I was still hungry. And after that, I went back to my hotel for one last swim before going to bed. I had the pool by myself, it was really nice. But now it was time to take a rest because tomorrow was going to be a big day. Yes, here we are, the day I was waiting for so many years. I'm finally here for Songkran. So I took the MRT from Sukhumvit station to Silom, and here, as you can see, the train was jam-packed with people with their colorful shirts and their water guns. So I tried to make some room and try to get in. And here we are in Silom, baby. Woohoo! So I got there around 1 p.m. and also, as you can see, it was pretty packed and the people were already playing and it was wet everywhere. Oh, and you have this guy here on his dinosaur. He wanted everyone to splash him. It was pretty funny. And here you go, even at the entrance. the water fight was pretty on, and you have everyone like all kind of people, like a lot of Thai families with their kids too, because it's a long holiday for them. Oh, and here you have this guy, he's having the time of his life on his dinosaur. Oh, he got me pretty bad. Yeah, so yeah, I thought that it started raining, but when I look up, it was the people on the platform of the station. Oh, let's find a target, like a one-person shooter game. Uh-oh. That was cold. So I kept walking and suddenly I stopped at the first party spot, because on the road there I have like many party spots, like some with vendors or somewhere like they have their own DJs and people stay there. So, and also the cool thing about this place too is that they have free water, so like people like lining up and pushing each other trying to get their cold water to spray people with, because that's the thing too, because they sell that cold water on the street, but the reason why is because it's so hot already that if you spray someone with warm water, with warm water, you're not gonna notice it. But if you spray someone with that cold water, like people will like freeze, and it's so much fun for the shooter, but not for the one who gets shoot on. Yeah, so now here I'm using the BGM music for copyright reason, because they were blasting like all those like pop songs remix that we all know. Yeah, now like the people from the stairs from the MRT station were like fighting against us on the stairs. There it was kind of like a dancers on the stairs, kind of like, yeah, it was fun, and people were, because of that free water bucket too, like everyone was there like, and they were like splashing everywhere. And oh, she wanted to fight with me. Yeah, so it was a war between us and the people coming from the MRT. A lot of fun. Yeah, and also a lot of people, content creator, like filming from everywhere. So yeah, I kept walking, and yeah, more and more people were coming in. So, and just as you can see, the road is wet everywhere. And here too, you can buy like that cold water I was talking about. It's from 5 to 15 baht, depending of the size of your water gun. You yeah, and also like now later that day there were like lots of international tourists from around the world. Like I met people from like every continent, mostly. Like, yeah, it was so much fun. Yeah, I think this kid find the water kind of cold. Yeah, and now also as I walk, I heard the music, and here you see the yellow spot right there. It's one of the other like party spots I was talking about, and this one it was sponsored by Shinya, the beer company, and it's basically like you go there, they sell like beer, kind of like almost same price as a convenience store, and they blast that like Thai techno music, and yeah, they splash water everywhere. So let's check it out. Oh boy, it was packed in here, and the music was loud as hell. And yeah, they were just like splashing. There was hoses everywhere. So I decided to go buy a beer, but one of the things you have to be careful that you have to stay away from the water fight, because I saw some people buying a beer, and 1 minute later their beer was still full. It was just the water from the water gun, so they were drinking that not knowing it. It was a bit gross, but yeah, here too, like people wearing their water coat because they don't want to get wet. But now I think it was time to go to the next spot. Yeah, so now for this part, I had to use BGM for copyright reasons. Same as before, because now they were playing, I think, oh yeah, it was David Guetta, Titanium, so of course that song will get me a copyright strike. But this part was crazy, like, they had like a DJ here, and everyone, like, the whole road just stopped suddenly. Like, it was a bit scary, but nobody was pushing and everything, so it was fine. And now, yeah, it was just everyone was like singing, screaming. It felt like a kind of bit big, like being at a big EDM festival or something like that on the street. Like, it was pretty cool. And this that part too, as you can see, like the sun was pretty bright, so it was super hot. So it was great being splashed from all around. Like. So yeah, I moved closer, and yeah, it was like getting like even more packed. Like, but nobody wants to move. They wanna, because the DJ was playing all those like pop banger, like EDM remix, like, and now they had some big hoses and everything, and yeah, it was because every time like the EDM drop was coming, everyone starts splashing around, and on the stage too, they have like guys with big hoses splashing us. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. But the craziest part though is like the closer I get, like suddenly that big statue you see of that astronaut like with the water gun was actually not just a statue, but it was like a real thing, a real gun. So once I get there, like they start splashing on us. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, right here, like you see. Yeah, and I'm lucky that I was still able to film that my like case didn't get like all like soaked and everything. Like, yeah, that was crazy. So I pushed my way out because yeah, you see like more and more people are coming. So I pushed my way out, and I ended up right in front of the DJ booth. Like, I don't know, like there was no security or anything, but yeah, everyone was cool, and I felt like I was on the stage with them, and like I said earlier too, I felt like you were at an EDM festival. You were playing all those like Martin Garrix, all those like EDM like classic songs. So yeah, it was pretty crazy, yeah, as you can see here. And every time the drops come in, like they splash everywhere. That was nuts. Yeah, it felt kind of like a huge like block party, techno party, unlike with the water guns. Yeah, everyone was having a good time. It was pretty cool. Yeah, actually, yeah, I could have spent the whole day at that spot. But now it was time to move on. One good advice also is to reapply sunscreen many times during the day because you get all wet and the sunscreen goes away and it's super hot outside. So if you don't want to burn, oh, someone got me right. Oh. Oh, and also too, don't bring your favorite pair of sneakers because they're gonna get pretty wet. Just bring your cheapest pair of flip-flops. And talking about sunscreen, there was another party spot sponsored by a Japanese sunscreen company. Yeah, and you had the kind of like idol girls doing the animation, and they were throwing like special prize and everything. Man, yeah. So I kept walking. I was almost at the end of the road. Here you go, girls. Uh-oh. She didn't like it. Yeah, and when you turn on, people would splash you. So. Uh-oh, it's getting rowdy here. Get out of my way, guys. So now we were at the end of the road, so we have to do a U-turn and go back on the other way. And the other way is the same thing. They have like a few party spots, but not as much as the first side that we did though. Yeah, here I had to be a bit patient because it took a while before people start moving. It was just too packed. So I don't know why, but I felt like on this side, like the Waterfight was a little bit more aggressive than the other side. I don't know why. And also there was some like gay bar where the guys were almost naked dancing, like asking people to splash them, but I couldn't put it in the video because the guy was almost naked. I would get flagged. Oh, and I found a better water gun in the trash too. Yeah, that's the thing, you don't need to buy a gun, you can find water gun everywhere once you get there. Yeah, so now I was back to the station. Yeah, a lot of people were here. Everyone was pushing, and you see the stairs were jam-packed too. But I mean, except though it wasn't like, I don't know, we weren't stuck, like people were moving, like, so it wasn't that scary. Here two people was singing a David Guetta song. Big attack from the people from the stairs. Yeah, the police weren't happy because everyone was blocking the station. Yeah, so now I was back at the beginning. So I decided to go back to where I was at the first party spot I went. Yeah, I decided to check it out a little bit because it was pretty fun. So, and also I could like refill my gun. Here we go. So I was back where it all started. But man, as you can see, it's so much more crowded now. Yeah, now too, you see like people dancing on the cars everywhere. Yeah, it was crazy. But you have to be careful, it was so slippery on that sidewalk. Like, if you go late, like during the day, because I think it was around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. at that time, and yeah, it was so wet everywhere. And it was great too, they were giving free water, which was good, because sometimes because you get all wet you forget to hydrate yourself, but you have to drink water because it's super hot over there. And while they were blasting an EDM remix of Uptown Funk, yeah, I was trying to like get out of there and go back because it was almost like 9 or 10 p.m. I was exhausted and it was so crowded, so I decided to go back. So while I was up there, I decided to like shoot people with my guns, and yeah, it's a pretty good spot if you wanna shoot people. As you can see here, like the stairs to go back to the MRT was crowded as hell. But yeah, I thought it would take me an hour to get there. Well, maybe 10 minutes later, I was on the platform waiting for my train, so it wasn't that bad. So it was around 10 p.m. I was exhausted, so I catch the train. It took me maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And I got back to my hostel in Asok, and I went to the rooftop, chilled a little bit with some of the people there. Yeah, to that place has a really nice view at night, so I chilled there and went to bed. So I had a good night of sleep, and after I woke up early and went to buy breakfast and walk around the neighborhood early in the morning. It was pretty quiet. It was pretty relaxing. And I went back to that same rooftop early in the morning, had my coffee with a couple of fruits, and I chilled there a little bit before I check out because today I changed hotels. I was moving to Khaosan, and you can see also some people from last night who fell asleep on the rooftop. I chilled there a little bit more, and after that, I jumped on a cab up to Khao San Road. I got there early, so I had to wait before my check-in. So I walk around. There was that nice little alley by the river. So yeah, I chilled there a little bit, and I grabbed some food for lunch. And you have a little nice spot right here. And I got some like crispy pork for 50 baht only. Yeah, the food was pretty good. And after I ate, I checked in. And I spent most of my afternoon by the pool because I was so tired from the day before. Yeah, but this spot is great. The pool and it's very relaxing place, kind of away from the main Khao San Road. So yeah, I spent a couple of hours there, and you see, you have like that wall like full of those like vines and everything. Yeah, pretty cool spot in general. But now it was around 5:30 p.m., so I decided to hit the road. Which road? The Khao San Road. One of the big difference with Silom yesterday is that there were much more people using that white clay that they poured in your face. So yeah, the road was all like messy, and everyone has like that white clay everyone on their face and their clothes. And yeah, it was more. Yeah, some people told me it's more like maybe a little bit more traditional in Khao San Road because of that. But yeah, you couldn't miss it. Even if you try some, you're gonna feel someone like will pour it in your face, like those guys right here. And you can buy also some of those like kind of little balls, and you add waters to it to make it like mud, like a clay, and you pour it. Oh yeah, also cheap beer here for 60 baht. Hey kids. Oh yeah, like here you see. And also it's good, I think, to come to Khaosan a bit like not too late because at night it gets super crowded. You can barely walk, like so. That's why if you go in the afternoon, it's more fun, I think. Oh damn! Even here, 40 baht for a Leo beer. That's cheap. Oops. Sorry, that was me. Hi. Need to wash this? Uh oh. Yeah, it was also a really young crowd around here too. Whoa, boys, leave me alone. Yeah, No, but yeah, it was really hard to get out of that street. Oh, and you see, like, this guy was like putting that clean everyone's face. One of the thing too when you come to Songkran, if you're tired of being splashed, like you can just move on the side of the sidewalk behind the vendors because people don't splash the vendors, especially those who sell food. So yeah, I decided to come here, chill a bit, and grab a 7-Eleven beer. And here you can see the mommy with her daughter. She was teaching her how to shoot people. And here you have those kids. I think they were like the three of them were brothers, but yeah, they were really having the time of their life. Like, I was like, yeah, they're on holiday playing with water, and yeah, and that kid on the dinosaur, he was on a mission. Like, yeah, he was really serious about it. Like, and you can see like all that clay on the road is like white. Like, come on, boys, go get them. Ah, yeah, the vendor was trying to go through with his car. I think their little brother prefer playing with the water and the drum than splashing people. Yeah, but after that, a lot of people came to take pictures and video of them. Yeah, it was pretty cute. Yeah, one of the good thing too is that people, even if they're splashing water everywhere, they're very careful to the vendors. And here there was a lot of food options. Like there were at least like 4 or 5 kebab shops, or one were making those kind like Thai omelette and everything. Yeah, it was pretty cheap and pretty good. I just grabbed a quick kebab because I haven't eaten since lunchtime. I was pretty hungry. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was getting late, so I ended up walking a bit around, because Khao San Road is very small compared to Silom, so basically you'd go in loop around the area for a while, and yeah, but still, yeah, had a great time. Oh, here, mango rice for 50 baht. Oh, and a bucket full of ice. Oh, and this one too is really good. It's like sweet corn. So you just buy like a big bowl of sweet corn. It's pretty good. And of course many stands where you can buy guns. But like I said, like there's like you find like water guns everywhere. There's an area where they put the garbage and it's full of water guns, so yeah, it was getting late, so I decided to do one last loop. And as you can see, like everyone has that white clay all over their faces. Yeah, me too. Like my clothes, like they were like full of it. My face too. I took a long shower once I got to the hotel, but yeah, it was still like everyone was vibing. It was pretty cool. Oh, and you see he's making the mixture like. Uh-oh. Hey. So it was enough for me, so I stopped at a shop on the way back. Yeah, and it was pretty good. I had some pork with beer, and this place is very famous because the woman there, she has kind of like a white makeup and she danced while making that food. And yeah, if you know the name of that place, drop it in the comments because I would like to go back. And when I showed my Thai friends, they all say, "Oh yeah, you went to that place. It's so good. So you guys should try it too." On my way back to my hotel, it starts raining, and as you can see, yeah, the road is pretty much flooded. So I arrived to my hotel, hit the bed, and went to sleep for my last Songkran day in Bangkok. So I came back to the same hostel I was staying in Asok, but unfortunately that day it rains really hard. It was like a typhoon almost, so I spent most of my afternoon inside just sleeping and chilling there. So later that night I hit Sukhumvit Road and people were staying playing Songkran. So here you have like those bars in front of 7-Eleven who open after midnight when they can sell booze, and now everyone there was dancing. There was like a big dance floor and everyone was chilling. It was pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm curious if you can let me know in the comments, how do you call that Thai techno music, like that music who plays all the time? I'm curious to know how you call that type of music. Yeah, people were pretty wild, and at each of those sidewalk bar there's always like a dance floor there, so yeah, it's pretty fun. Oh, and here you had the kids playing. They set up a pool right on Sukhumvit Road, which was crazy, with the sound system and everything. So yeah, the kids were having a blast. So I decided to walk near Nana Plaza, the place I showed at the beginning of the video where people were getting ready. And yeah, it was pretty wild over there. Oh, and those guys don't want to get splashed by water. And for those who don't know, yeah, Nana Plaza is a big adult entertainment area, so yeah, you see a lot of girls behaving like this. Yeah, that lady on the scooter got really mad. She didn't want to get wet. So yeah, I went to the entrance of Nana Plaza, and yeah, there it was wild. They were blocking the street. It was hard for the tuk-tuk to go through. But yeah, it was like a big dance floor and people splashing, and yeah, it was a real big party. Oh, and here you had a couple fighting. Yeah, his girlfriend wearing a thong fighting in the streets of Bangkok. That's pretty wild. So I decided to grab a beer on the road, but the vendors were splashing everyone with their hoses, and especially those girls from the massage parlor. They didn't like it. Uh-oh. So right after I finished my beer, I just decided to call it a day because I was so tired, and also I had to catch the bus the next day for Pattaya, so I had to wake up early. So I just walk around a little bit, look around, but I heard a party went on until 7 a.m. that day. Yeah, so I grabbed a little thing to eat from the vendors, and I went back to my hotel. See you later, Bangkok. So the next day, I arrived in Pattaya around 4 or 5 p.m. because I woke up late. So I just grabbed a quick beer on the beach, and after that, I went to a food stall and I had some fish. It was pretty good. And after I ate, I hit the beach because there was a show there, but I wasn't really into it because I was pretty tired and I wanted to keep my energy for the next day. Because the next day I was moving to Jomtien Beach. Yeah, because my friend there was throwing a big Songkran party. And I want to let you know that that party was crazy. Here you go. Oof, that was a pretty wild night. But it wasn't that night because the big night was Saturday. So yesterday was Friday. So tonight is the big night. So but I was so hangover. I decided just to go to the beach and Jomtien beach, and I spent the whole afternoon there just laying down on the chair because I was so tired. But yeah, it was a great afternoon. Like it was, the weather was nice. It was hot. Just work on my suntan a bit. Yeah, it was a great relaxing time that I really needed. So once I arrived to my hotel, right in front of it, there was someone with a big like sound system was blasting that Thai techno music, and that's the difference with Bangkok. Also in Jomtien, also it's more like a people hang out on the road and they splash all the cars and bikes, and also everyone like with pickup trucks, like they had a setup and they just like splash people like on the sidewalk, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. And in that chaos, I decided to have a pad thai at the little stall. Yeah, after that, I watched the sunset a little bit. It was really nice. And after that, I got ready. And I went to that bar, the same bar I went yesterday. Oh, uh oh. Oh, daddy's in bikini. So yeah, on the way to the bar, like all the traffic was really slow and everyone was splashing each other. And also the people were putting that white clay in your face. It was impossible to miss it. Yeah. Oh, oh. So now it was the second night. And that night was even wider than the first one. I've never seen so much foam in my life. Oof, what a crazy night. So we kept like partying until maybe 5, 6 a.m. and went back to my hotel. And after the next day, I had to wake up early to catch the bus to Bangkok. Oh, yeah, thanks to all my friends over there. You guys made that moment so special for me. It was awesome. Yeah, and if you guys are in Jomtien Beach, you should check this place, the You Bar. It's super cool place. And yeah, I made so many friends there. It was so much fun. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying again and again. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. So it was time to say goodbye. And I hope I see you guys again next year. And thank you so much again. So yeah, I came back to Bangkok around lunchtime, and same thing, I went back to the same hotel and I spent most of my afternoon at the pool. And later on, in the late afternoon, I found a bar on Sukhumvit Road with cheap pints of beer, so I just sat there, have a couple beers, watch the people. And later on that day, I met one of my friends and we went to Terminal 21. We had some how they call it, the boat noodle. It was delicious. You guys should definitely try it. And later that night I went to the airport and catch my flight. And now I was on a layover for the next 4 hours in Shenzhen, China. So that's how my adventure ends. So overall, I really recommend to go to Songkran. If you guys can go next year, you guys should definitely go because it's a once in a lifetime experience. And I had so much fun. Even if it was tiring, maybe because I'm older, but yeah, you guys should definitely try it once in your life. It was a blast. And I'm gonna have more videos coming soon about my trips in Thailand, so you guys should check this out. So again, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.